I am Milton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables, and I design beautiful graphic art. And this is gonna be my Tommy parable as well. Tommy knocks on some doors and shakes some hands. Yeah, I'm really throwing this one together on the fly, so you have to excuse me. Tommy is a no-armed Chinese fella. How'd he get to be missing? Both of his arms. He was brown-nosed. They love brown noses in the Orient. They love blind obedience, and Tommy was told by his boss Wu to stick his right arm in the wood chipper. You know what chips up the limbs out on the street? And Tommy, being blindly obedient, stuck his arm in that wood chipper. As he slowly fed it in, the left arm saw what was going on with the right arm and wisely jumped off. That's a smart thing to do if you're an arm or anything that can resemble an arm. No, you wouldn't believe. I just made a nice video, and because it's for the college crowd, I can pull ecstasy out of the light and out of a photo, and because it was high-tech toys, altered it. My neck looked like this. I mean, it was bizarre. But I can see in the reverse camera, it's normal. But let me get on with Tommy as I do my son of a carpenter Mary sugar check. Tommy got a big promotion. They love brown noses. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around at work. He also got a girlfriend. He snaked his way in between her and whoever she was dancing with. He's been there ever since. And yes, Tommy has always been scaly. He's Chinese. And he talks with a very harsh lisp. And he also likes to stick his tongue out a lot. Once again, he's Chinese. In case you've seen them. Especially, eating in restaurants or riding around in cars. So, some of them will stick their heads out the window and stick those tongues out as well. But Tommy is off today, and it's Rhea's day off. And Lefty, he's always been sore about Tommy chopping up Righty. It was his partner, his significant other arm. So he likes to, cause Tommy woe every chance he gets, and he's doing it today. He crawls up on the porch, Lefty does, and knocks on the door. And Tommy's in the middle of his Three Stooges marathon. First he says, "Go away," and Tommy, the left arm knocks away, and finally Tommy has to get up. And he goes over and he sticks his head out the doggy door. And no, he doesn't have a dog anymore. Yeah, before he met Rhea, he had a dog, and when he lost his arms, he lost the dog. Because he couldn't feed it. He could barely feed himself. He ate at the Cat's Got You Tongue and wanted some more. Yes, the Orientals love the cats and dogs, no, not as pets. He ate there and he couldn't, go get dog food. He couldn't pour it into the bowl. So the dog died and was smelling up the porch for the longest time. But it's a good thing he had the dog because he's got the doggy door and he's Chinese. Oh, why am I switched you out this morning. He's Chinese and very thin, and now that he's missing his arms, he for sure can go through that doggy door. And that way he doesn't have to get out the keys. It's hard to do without your arms, your hands. He crosses the doggy door and goes out that way, and so he stuck his head out and there's nobody there. Through the doggy door, yes. And he went back and, yes, Lefty did it again. A 354. At least it's not up in the 400s. Of course, this is your glucometer, is your lifeline. Try to pick up your glucometer right now. It's an electronic device. It runs on electronics, even if you got a landline. 424-229-4140. Make a video of America's Hijack Lifelines and post it. Whatever you get when you don't get me, make that video, post that video. I've been asking for 93 checks for 9 years. I have yet to get one. That's a lot of man-sensitive, conducted without fear of being covered by the evening news. Certify that mail, use FedEx, use UPS, any private carrier, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Melton, John Melton Braid's the full name. Make the video of the mail before you send it. It's going to be stolen, but it takes us 5 minutes to check and post in 5. Make the video of whatever you get when you don't get me. You can go to youtube.com/DNFD series, DNFD SERIES. Go there and check out my call log playlist. It doesn't have the whole thing. I've lost the phone from the first, however many years. But, yeah, the most recent one I put on was for the past year and a half, and not one call in 9 years. Every call to and from in those call log videos. And yeah, you make that video, you're making video 2 crimes. One, negates livelihood, you hijack religious expression. I guess it's more than one crime there. You're, and of course your hijack lifeline. But yeah, the second crime is they're worried enough about it to alter phone records covered up. That means when you make the video, you got timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, and when it doesn't match up with our call logs. I don't know if it's altered on your side, you need to check. Make the video of your hijack call, then check your phone records, your call log. And oh yeah, use FedEx, use UPS, any private carrier. When you certify mail, you include that in the video. It just takes 5 minutes to make that video of America's Hijack Lifelines and post it. Do that. And carry around those big 5s. Some of them have the crooked California cops numbers on the back. Good cops across America are tired of their citizens coming out here and meeting the dirty blue line of California, giving their clean blue line a bad name. So they're handing out, because the mean Lord tells them to, they're handing out those 5s that they can download from meltonprints.blogspot.com. And from ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. Oh, there's no light, so I better just show you the one on the TV. My latest image for today, the 30th so I can get on and you can download those photos. Also non-93 check images if you want to print those out. These are all 4x6 prints. They're prepared this way with the edge around there, the background, so the photo printer doesn't crop them off. It's less likely to. I do that to download, print them out, and let me get back to my Tami parable. Tami, he has that happen 3 or 4 times, and then he meets the last time he sticks his head out, it's the Latter-day Sinners, the Mormon missionaries. They've been preying on Tami, and that's good because he's a Chinese asshole. They can, but remember, when they're preying on your neighborhood, hand out those big fives, they can reach me by phone. They show up on the caller ID, those call logs. So do the doctors of the Adventist cult. Hospitals worldwide, call up those churches on Sunday tomorrow, and the Latter-day Saint churches and temples on Sunday. They insist that the devil insists that they spend 3 hours worshiping him and his lies. So you got a 3-hour window of opportunity to catch those Mormons there. And if you don't get anything when you're calling up their church on a Sunday, you know what that means. They're doing what you do when they knock on your door. You're just not answering. But yeah, don't hide. Don't turn your TV off. Close the curtains and turn the lights up. No, open the door. Try to call me in front of them. Ask how do you show up on Melton's call off? Are you in bed with those Hussein placers? Those who placed someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins? Try to call me in front of them. Show them your family's high-tech lifeline. Not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work because you're true Christians, perhaps, or you're in the wrong political party, or not the top name in your business. Check and post and file in front of the Mormons when they knock, and call them up. Call up those temples, call up those Adventist cult places as well. You can look them up in the phone book. One of their doctors attacked me. And tacky, as I was referred to him by another Adventist cult hospital guy, Allerman. Bizarre stuff. They swabbed my nose for a culture or some type of test. It's supposed to be clean. My nose was bleeding for a week because of whatever the hell they put up in there. And yes, I told the doctor that I was my muscles are in constant pain, especially with my right leg, and he proceeded to hit that leg with a clipboard. So all Adventist cult doctors put their names on the back of the fives. Go ahead and put those Latter-day Saint temples, especially those prestigious Utah ones. Those numbers on the back, they change the numbers, get new numbers on those backs. So everyone can check and post and file in front of those actively taking part in America's hijacked lifelines. We the people must be the reporters. They're not doing their jobs. And yes, that's what happens to Tami as he goes door to door. The Mormons are there to get their Tami to go out and do some missionary work with them. And yeah, he's on knocking on the doors with his knee there, and when they do their sales pitch, he kicks off that loafer and shakes their hand. And yes, they check and post and file in front of Tami and those other missionaries. Do that. What do you know about this? When else will my family's lifeline be hijacked because of what you are actively taking part in? Adventist cult folks. They might not call it cult in the phone book, but look them up. And check and post and file in front of them. Microsoft as well, very active in America's hijacked lifelines, as well as the Latter-day Saints and the city of Santa Monica underemployed me for years until I ended up in the hospital. 80 pounds lighter in 1 month. Yeah, what supposedly Ellerman was sending me to and tacky who attacked me. Supposedly what they were doing, and yeah, they didn't do it. They just attacked. So finding out about a bone infection is what Allerman called the thing. So check in post 5, and you're an actual doctor, and you can tell me what's going on with the eyes or the whole body. I'm growing a new pair of eyes and a whole new body. That means a very painful muscles, bones, and organs. That's why I have to keep switching arms. And oh man, can I feel the work being going on the whole damn body. Come see me. Come tell me what you think. And yes, tear down that great wall of evil. It has just me and all of the imagery you're going to find at youtube.com/DNFT series. You can find links to those 4x6 prints. And Melton Prince and the Christ Complex 2, the number 2 to the digit 2.wixsite.com/Daffodilia, DAFFODILIA. Come see me in person. Tear down this great wall of evil that has just me and all that imagery, and let's get started building a better world. Oh, go to Daffodilia and you can find what I just put on there. I just designed today, what I just showed you behind me. And you can also find what I designed yesterday, last week, last month. Hit the heart on the right, on the left, and that'll take you to there, and then hit the boxes on the right. That'll take you to where you can download and print out my stuff. And remember, tomorrow morning, check in post 5 in front of those Latter-day Centers. It doesn't matter what they're putting on the evening news. We the people must be the reporters. You can have a big screen TV set up with 9/11 footage on one side and whatever's on the evening news tonight, when they're not covering every story, a story that affects every man, woman, child in America, or safety, or lifelines being hijacked. In between, no matter where you're having it, at church, at work, at school, in between those two big screen TVs, one with maybe the buffoon Trump waving a Russian flag, and the other side is 9/11. All those angry, violent, deadly Husseins attacking us after the ones on the right placed someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after 9/11. In between those two big screen TVs, you have everyone at your get-together, wherever it's church, work, school, at the bar. Have them try to call me, 424-229-4140. Make a video of America's high-tech lifelines and say, this is the real news. We the people must cover it. These folks here, they're Hollywood, they're the Mideast. They've imposed the Mideast where we can't talk to fellow Americans. And remember to hand out those big fives everywhere you go. Print them out. 15 cents for a 4x6 print, and you can get 4 to a 4x6 print, those driver's license size, big fives. And hand them out when you find somebody doesn't know about their Gates livelihood or high-tech lifeline. You say, whatever boring thing I get, and you can demonstrate. Try to call me, 424-229-4140, whatever boring thing I'm getting. It's not going to be boring if I and my family need the firemen, police, paramedics. And yes, it's also your Gates livelihood. When you call up countless other customers, you can get that. And you don't know if the phone, like in my hand here, isn't ringing. Yeah, that's money out of your pocket, your Gates livelihood. So Gates, Microsoft, Google, Walmart can have the big business, and you, who do a much better business, provide a much better product, you don't get the business. Because of America's high-tech lifelines. Come see me in person. We'll travel, show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Tell me in person, what do we need in those places to inspire the future and the present to greatness with? You have to do that in person. Christianity is being hijacked in America by those who would place someone with a religious name, a Muslim name. Barack Hussein Obama in the highest office in the world right after 9/11. Oh, I heard he grew up in Africa during those formative years to be close to his dad. Yeah, no comments about that Osama rumor. And years of it. Check in post 5. Come tear down this great wall of evil. Tell me what you think of that Osama rumor that Osama is Obama's dad. Tell me what you think about anything. I don't get comments through this thing in my hand, the phone, mail, internet. No comments that make sense on the internet, and they're very few and far between those. Come see me in the next 20 minutes. Oh, damn, how did I get this long? See you tomorrow.